to do. Currently, I've been promoting a movie, a film that I'm in that was released last year called "Make Yourself at Home." So that's been very very interesting. A lot of good reviews from it. It hasn't released on streaming platforms yet. Well, it has aired on Fox Soul, which is it's a station. It's a live station that you can access through Tubi. But right now, we're still kind of doing a press run and doing screenings here and there. So that's been a very very interesting experience. A lot of good reviews from the film, but aside from that, just exploring life.
And it's more to come other than that. Being a family man, fatherhood is Black History Month, all of these good things. So we
Yes.
can't wait. Make sure you guys go and support that project. We're going to be getting into also ways that we can be supporting each other's businesses and
Hmm.
in Black History Month. Uh, we're going to do some Black History Month trivia as well to all things Black in today's show. So make
Yes.
sure you guys are staying tuned for that. Now, so much has happened since then. You've got your project coming out. We're in the year of 2026. So, what are you going to do this year in this year of 2026? Because I create vision boards and I love to put things that I want to do in perspective, what I want to work on and put it in perspective for the new year. So, for you, what do you have planned for this year of 2026?
Usually I write down goals. This year, I wrote down one thing, and it's just to basically go after everything that is meant for me. And that's just the overall thing for this year. Nothing just specific. It's just, hey, there's a lot of things. There's a lot of potential that I know that I have, and there's a lot of, I feel like it's, not just the sky's the limit, but I'm like, man, let's go beyond that. Let's go and really challenge myself this year. So I have a few things lined up. One is I'll be going to Washington D.C. this year for a poetry competition. I was one of the finalists, so and this also will be aired on. It will be aired on TV as well. So that's been a very interesting start to the year. So there's been a lot of opportunities for poetry for me starting this year right now. So I'm very excited about that. Also, do have two films that will be released this year as well that I'm a part of. One's called Risk It All, and another one's called Blood in the Comments. They're both thrillers, so I'm excited about those. I love thrillers, ironically, but so yeah, that's the but yeah, the whole thing for me this year is just go after everything that is meant for me.
Absolutely. And I talked about my vision board a little bit, and I talked
Mhm.
about this with my guest that I had on yesterday, Anthony Riley. We were talking about more. I put more on my vision board. And for
Mm.
anybody out there who's wanting to know what can I do in the year of 2026, ask for more for yourself. It is so much that is coming in the horizon for each and every one of us. Like I am on the abyss of this will be interview 900. Let me go back and check because I want to make sure that I'm right. I don't want to give y'all no wrong numbers. I want to make sure that I'm right. I'm on a roll here. We are on the road to 1,000 shows. So we are currently now at interview 979. My interview
Ooh,
today with Sean City 979. So
wow! Congratulations.
Friday, I want to say, yes, thank you so much. Or I think Thursday. I think it's Thursday. Uh, the 12th, we will have Terrence T Mile Mallory joining me back in the dollhouse, and that'll be interview 980. So we're going to hit the goal this year in 2026. My colleague Bubs the Guy, make sure y'all go and subscribe to his channel. Hit his 1K subs this year. And I
Wow.
predicted that it was going to happen. Me and a bunch of other colleagues of mine, we predicted that that was going to happen. So make sure you guys go and sub to his for the new year, and we all have the power of manifestation. And where are my mods when you need them? Let me get this person on up out of here. Yes, there we go. Boom. um, like I was saying, we were saying that we all have goals that we want to work on in the new year of 2026 for each and every one of us. Mods,
Mhm.
make sure y'all get on it. Make sure, yeah, we're gonna have great energy in this broadcast in this live today. So make sure y'all get them out of here if they are, you know. But back to what I was saying at hand. I was saying that we got a goal to meet this year. Subs to God has already met his with 1K subs.
Mhm.
Yes, make sure y'all are being aware and alert because these trolls are coming in the comments already, y'all. So y'all know what to do. Get them on up out of here. We're not putting up with that. But back to what I was saying. We were saying my interview today with Seanson is 979. And then my one with T Mile will be 980. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. We are on the road to 10K shows. So y'all make sure y'all tune in. Throughout this week, we have amazing guests. But it is also Black History Month as well. So we're going to talk a little bit today on what we can do to strengthen our community because we're seeing that our community has grown a lot. We're seeing that a lot more people are starting to understand the value of a dollar, and we're also seeing how strikes work as well too. A
Yes.
lot of people got laid off this year.
Mhm.
And we're talking about the general strike. A lot of people have been calling for general strikes, and I've been one of those people. And I've been saying that it is power in the black dollar. It is definitely power in the black dollar. And I want to encourage people to withhold your power, withhold your spending power. And that means don't spend with big corporations. I would encourage you to support local black owned businesses. And there are so many out here. I was just reading here on Black Enterprise, a family owned floral company. So let me see if I can pull that story up. Make sure y'all go to Black Enterprise to keep us informed on all things we need to know for our culture, for our heritage. So let me definitely pull that story up. In the meantime, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and also hit that bell so you'll be notified when new shows are on and we are live. All right? So here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let me see if I can pull that story up on. Yes, shout outs to it. Derek Rose Plants. Now, this based family owned flower shop. Now, this is by NBA, the former NBA star and Chicago native Derek Rose. Now,
Hmm.
what I love, and this story was published on January 23rd. So it is important that you get out here and support local black owned businesses. Now, business Roses opened in early of January of last year, and it was developed alongside his wife, his mother, and his children. So it's the importance, and I say this, the importance of family-owned businesses or family-led businesses is showing people, especially your children, the value of a dollar and how important it is to recycle the black dollar within your family and in your collective. And we touched on this in our first interview with
Mhm.
Shanson here about the black spending dollar and how powerful it is. And we can see the impact Target and
Yes.
Walmart have
Mhm.
also have suffered as a result of us saying, nah, if y'all are not supporting us and people who look like us and the initiative, then we're going to take our money elsewhere. And that's possible. So,
Mhm.
absolutely. Absolutely. Most definitely. Shout outs to my brother K Tukes, host of the K Tukes Spot. Make sure you guys head on over and subscribe to his channel. We are talking about the power of black owned business and the power of the black spending dollar. So make sure you
Mhm.
guys tune in. Check out my brother K Tukes, another platform as well too. We're all about shouting each other out, and that's how it works. The law of reciprocity, where I believe that what you put out is what you give in return. So, Shanson, what are your thoughts on this, on what Derek Rose is doing with creating his flower shop? And this is after he retired.
Mhm. Um, First, I'm a big Derrick Rose fan. I remember when he got drafted, so he's one of the players I loved watching. But I think it's important. He's establishing something, especially after his NBA career. But having a business in the family like that, something that you can pass down, I think that's something that I think our generation is more so starting to really embrace. because a lot of our family may have not have had the opportunity to do that, growing up. And so now I think a lot of people, there are a lot more talks in our community about generational wealth and passing down businesses, passing down homes, land, and just the importance of it, just in order to um, bridge that gap of the racial wealth gap. And there's a book. Actually, I have it right. Well, it's right in the corner right here, but it's a book that talks about the racial wealth gap and how um our our wealth has not grown above a certain percentage in almost 100 years, because of just the different things that were put in place to kind of hold stifle all of that and hold it back. It's not like we haven't been trying. It's not like we haven't owned
Oh, yeah.
businesses. It's not like we haven't passed anything down. It's just there's always a moving of the goalposts. There's always if we're starting to, hit the horizon, there's going to be something to cause a collapse. And so, but make a long story short, I think it's very important still that he's doing that. It's something meaningful. He's a really he was a superstar, and so his name being attached to a flower shop, it's something that will generate a lot of buzz, and I think will also spark a lot more conversations about the importance of owning your own business.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's important that we develop our own companies, our own
Hmm.
businesses. It's okay to support those out there. There's nothing wrong with that, but making sure that you are pouring back into your own community. Like when I did one of my shows the previous week before, with one of my colleagues. Now it's the time, Frederick Douglass, and you guys can check that out. The
Hmm.
dress that I wore was the black dress with the chain, the gold chain around it. That was from a company that was black owned. Shout outs to my girl Babs, Blue Haze Clothing. Make sure y'all go and check her out on IG. Black owned, and she's in the Atlanta area. So for my ladies out there, if you like Fashion Nova, if you like what's another brand out here, Zara, then you'll love Blue Haze clothing. And I
Hmm.
know a lot of women love that clad, almost that hugs your curves, because I'm very curvy, and a lot of the stuff that I tend to wear hugs me in all the right places. So y'all make sure y'all go and check out and support Blue Haze clothing. And I told Shanson this the last time. Shout outs to Hypnotic Skincare. Not only is she doing body care, hair oils, lip oils, all of those things.
Hmm.
But she is also doing something called Feed the Block ATL. Now, in your city, you can also participate in that as well
Oh,
too.
wow.
So definitely get involved. There are ways that you can get involved. I also was reading another story on hey, January 3rd, they're saying the US dollar no longer gives Americans a bang for their buck. And it says the
Wow.
value of the US dollar is starting to separate from its famous bang for your buck mantra. There are several reasons why. Compared with its global competitors, the American dollar fell short last year in 2025, declining 10% on the dollar index, which measures its value against other foreign currencies, Business Insider reports. So when we talk about financial literacy, it's important that we understand what's going on here. It says there are several reasons that serve as catalysts for the dollar's depreciation. Now, including the Federal Reserve's decision to cut interest rates, which make the dollar less attractive to investors, and we know other countries, all of these things. So it's important that we understand how financial literacy works, how the importance of the spending dollar, and how our power works as well too as a collective. So Shanson, your thoughts on this, because this is important. Like we need to know where are we going? I mean, are we going to have to use? A lot of people are saying crypto, crypto. Are we going to do this? What's going to be the next thing?
That I really don't know. I'm still trying to see because crypto, I know there's a lot of talk about crypto, and of course, we have Bitcoin, and so there's I feel like we're still kind of in this gray area right now of what the future holds with crypto, with the American dollar, and it's just seeming like we're just kind of still on a downtrend right now. So it's really, I don't know how to call it. People are thinking like we may be headed into a depression, or of course we are in a recession right now. We know that, but it's unfortunate because if you do travel abroad and you want to get the best bang, like they said, the best bang for your buck, you're not going to get that anymore. You may end up losing money in certain places depending on where you go. So um, yeah, it's very unfortunate. But as far as what the future holds, you have some people that say, "Hey, the future is crypto," and I think in some aspects it's true, but I don't know for sure if it's going to be that's going to be the currency moving forward.
So where do we go from here? That is the question. A lot of us,
Mhm.
um, in the black household, and if you black, we grew up. What say our parents would have? You find money in the cushions, you find
Mhm.
change or something in the cushion, and what you do, you start your piggy bank.
Yep.
That's how our parents taught us to understand the value of a dollar. And not only that, but we would always have cash nearby on hand because who knows what's going to be the next step. Hi, my D. We are here with actor, writer, and poet Shanson Thomas, and we're talking about. Hey, I'm reading this story here on Black Enterprise. Make sure y'all go to Instagram and check it out. It says why the U.S. dollar no longer gives Americans a bang for their buck. I believe that the U.S. dollar, with everything that K2, I'm gonna behave. I'm gonna behave. With everything that the orange man is doing, it is going to cause the U.S. dollar to weaken,
Mhm.
and we won't be able to use dollars anymore. So everybody's talking about crypto, crypto, crypto. I'm not getting involved in that. If he gets involved in that stuff, but for us, I mean, is what were we told? Paper or plastic growing up? You go into a grocery store and they ask you, what will you be using? So that's my thing. What is going to be next for us? How are people going to pay for things? People have bills to pay. You've got
Mhm.
your mortgage, you've got your car note, all of these things for your children to get a decent education. College, you're paying for that for them as well to their tuition. And the prices are astronomical. So everyone is talking about lowering down the price of living. How are people going to be able to afford to pay for these things? That's the $1 million.
Mhm.
And, and with everything that he's doing is causing it to grow. Just a thought. Make sure that you are saving. He got rid of pennies. So only thing you really can depend on is silver money. Your silver money is the most. Those quarters, those nickels, those dimes, they add up the most. For me, I know I always, whenever I get something, whenever I shop, and I know I need to go shopping tomorrow, um, I always collect my silver change. My mom, she takes it all. She'll take the pennies, she'll take the silver change as well too. Shout outs to my colleague Deshaun. I see y'all are coming in. Welcome to the Dollhouse. We are here with Shanson Thomas, and we are talking all things black. Right now, we're talking about the U.S. dollar and why it is weakening. He wanted to fire Jerome Powell, the Fed chair, who lets us know the interest rates, the GDP, all of these things. The deficit is now raised. So it's important that we understand reports, all of these things. Other countries are not wanting to trade with us because he's messed up those relationships, foreign relationships. So we're now left standing world center stage on our own. And it's up to us, the American people. Tariffs, how do tariffs work? Like Left Eye said, what Elisa Left Eye Lopez says, allow me to break it down. Okay. uh, this is what we're going to have to do. We are paying the tariffs. We are paying the tariffs, y'all. Other countries are not paying the tariffs. So don't believe the hype and the madness. It's us that are paying the tariffs. These tariffs are being paid for by us. the working class. And guess who it goes to? It not only goes to that, but who else? The bigger, the up and up and up and ups. So you have it's all by class category. You've got the haves and then you've got the have nots. Which one do you think we are? We are the have nots.
Mm-hmm.
We are the working class. That's us. That's us. And I didn't even know that she's on the Grammys too. She was sitting there in the crowd. He's also trying to fire a black girl that's on the Ketanji Brown Jackson. When I
Mm.
asked Anthony when we did our trivia yesterday, the black woman Supreme Court justice, that is Ketanji Brown Jackson. Yes, and he is. I'll dive into that next week because I have so many thoughts. So many thoughts. I try not to dive into my political conversation with my guests because my guests I know they be tired, but I'll be on the front lines when kneeling for y'all. So y'all will see that with my colleague. Now's the time. I'm going to set up something and I'm going to vent and let loose. Or if you guys missed it, then y'all can go and check out that conversation that we did last week. Yes, Ketanji Brown Jackson. He. This is my thing on this. I'm gonna touch on this, and then we're gonna get back because this it all ties into everything that he's doing.
Mm.
It's all about class. And if you don't look like this, then you're not going to succeed. You're not going to get a step up. We know that we've had our homes redlined. We are the ones that are getting our homes redlined. We are the ones with the HOA, the homeowner association. We are the ones to likely to be put out, and the house goes to the state, and it goes back to them. And they are the ones buying up all the property. Excuse me. They're the ones that are buying up all the property. So you see how the game of monopoly works. It doesn't benefit the working class. It benefits the uber wealthy, the rich, the Teals of the world, the Musk of the world, the Zuckerbergs,
Mm.
and many and others. But women, plain and simple, he is a fascist. He is and he hates black women. He hates black people. And that post he did was a clear indication of that. So I shouldn't have to tell you the obvious. It's only going to take his supporters to have to put themselves on the line because we as black people, we've done the work, we've warned them, and we told them that everything that he was going to do, he's going to do. The economy is tanking, it's not doing what it's supposed to do. And this is why the US dollar is starting to tank. And it's a channel I want y'all all to go and check out. This gentleman is a white man of the Caucasian persuasion. And he his name is Paul for Equity. He was one of the main ones out here calling for a general strike. And there was so many others that were saying, shut it down. We don't need to be funding this. Our dollars, our hard-earned tax-paying dollars don't need to go to this. So now we have to use the pocket of our purse, and it all falls on us. So that means don't spend with any big corporations that have donated to him.
Mm-hmm.
You got to play chess, not checkers. And that's exactly what you do. I stopped going to Walmart. I stopped going to Target when I found out that these big corporations have bent the knee and capitulated to give him every single thing that he wants. It all starts with us. And black people, mainly black women, what? We're powerful. We are the ones that spend a lot on hair, makeup. I know I do. All of these things. So it's up to us, and it depends on us to make sure we're withholding. So I shouldn't see people that look like myself or Shanson here shopping in Target, shopping in Walmart. There are black-owned grocery stores. You just do your research and find out where they are. I know in South Carolina, uh, I shop at Piggly Wiggly. Now, there are ways that you can find out which brand donated to who. And it's a site, shout outs to Politics by Tabitha. It's a site called Goods Unite Us. Get a pen and paper and write this information down. It's called Goods Unite Us. And you can punch in your brand. Say, for instance, Home Goods. Another would be TJ Maxx. TJ Maxx is, blue. It's on the blue side. It's not red. They donated to blue. The ones that have donated to him in red don't shop there. That means a Walmart. That means a Aldi. Yes, Aldi donated to him too.
Wow.
Mhm. Target is another we know for sure. Mhm. He loves McDonald's. He can't keep a cheeseburger out of his hand. So those are just a few that have donated to him. Project 2025. A lot of people didn't believe that it wasn't real. Now do y'all see it's real? They've had this crafted in decades in the making. So this is time for us to organize, to mobilize, to use our spending power because we have the power. And the power is within us. It's in our pockets. So I just wanted to add on to that. Other ways that you can, if it's something that you don't see in your community or in your neighborhood, I would say go ahead and invent it. That's what my girl Hypnotic Skincare Chastity did. She invented products that were for your body, for your hair, for your skin. She has that. So y'all make sure y'all go and follow Hypnotic Skincare on Instagram if you have not. Skin Potions is another company, and you love to smell good. You love your skin to have that are harmful to us. If you're a black woman who consumes hair like I know I do all the time, I love to change my hair up. The last time I was with Samson, I had I had the bob, but today I said no, we out of that now. We out of that now. I've had so many looks throughout the years, but I want you all to remember this. Uh, Now's the time to use your creativity and put it to the test. Invent something.
Mhm.
And some of the great. Did you know that a black man invented the potato chip? And it's important that we do our research and study, learn our history, learn our lineage as well too, because we are incredible. That's why they want to erase us so bad. He just erased LGBTQ pride flag today. Yeah. So he's going for everything, any marginalized group and community. And it's Black History Month. So what do you think he's doing now? He just held something. We don't need you celebrating us. You specifically, Mr. Orange Guy or Orange Piggy. We don't need you celebrating us because we know that everything you do is a backhanded insult to each and every one of us and people that look like us. Anything you do. From what you said about the motherland to taking out the 5-page spread on the black and brown men in New York, the Central, the exonerated five. You've told black people everything we need to know about you, and we see you for who you are. Well, it's all created in your own way. Sometimes you can change it with the season. Some people can change their style with the season. I do it all the time. Hey, my guest Anthony yesterday said you don't stay the same. I love to change up. I don't like to
Mhm.
stay the same. And I would encourage anybody because I want to get into design. I would love to design clothes. I have a specific style, and I would love to share this with other people as well too because I know I've gotten DMs wondering what are you wearing, you know. So that's what I would like to get into. And vet if they don't have what you're looking for and it's not by somebody who looks like you, invent it. And there's several we have a black owned restaurant down here called B&B Meats, and they cut up your fish for you. They cut up, it's like a deli as well too. It's like a kitchen. They cook. So if you're ever in South Carolina, check them out, B&B Meats. And there's one in Columbia and one down here where I'm at as well too. See, Donald Trump started making waves of family team and now it's going to Africa. Yeah, the motherland. Mhm. Oh, he's going against any group. It's off with everybody's head. We
Mhm.
warned black people, we warned that everything that this man would do, he's doing currently right now. It's all listed in 900 pages. It's just under the guise of uh, what did he say? We're going to make it back to what America traditionally be. We know what type of America he envisions, and we know what type of America that they envision for, and it is for a white majority. So what you're seeing right now is the ethnic cleanse of businesses, of uh, even in government, branches of government as well too. They're purging out the people who are on the right side of history. Each and every one of us here that are watching, we're on the right side of history. So we have to make sure that the next generation sees that we are on the front lines speaking up for them. Because what this is just plain old, I'm just going to say it, it's white supremacy. And they have now shaped oligarchs who've come in from South Africa, you know who, Elon Musk, and others who have profited off of hard-earned taxpayers' dollars under the guise of waste, fraud, and abuse. There was none. And now people, there's a study out today that just said basically 48% people said that it was great under Biden. Black people, we warned you, we told you everything he would do. He says he wants to do 60-year mortgage. Now, you know it's been difficult. They can go and get a home. Black people, we have to prove that we deserve to have a home. Year mortgage, not 60%. Y'all know that. Yeah, they did unalive somebody. Take your I yes, and we should be angry at anybody. We should be angry at the system because the system hasn't been for us. When is America? That is the question all along. When has America and a land of decent opportunity for us as Black people ever been great? We're told we have to pull ourselves up by the bootstraps. So as far as the US dollar tanking, yes, he did. He sure did. Mhm. Sure did. Innocent people lost their lives as a result of everything that this tyrant is doing. And we as Black people, we have to continue to withhold because see, it's a saying, and I'm pretty sure Shanson knows what it is. It's a saying called "eat the rich," and I've
Hmm.
added my own thing onto it too. So when I say "eat the rich," what type of sauce would y'all prefer? Would y'all prefer barbecue or ranch? And I know for me personally, I'm a barbecue sauce kind of girl. So I don't know what type of sauce y'all eating when y'all eat the rich. We have to starve their wallets. They're profiting off of our hard-earned tax-paying dollars. So that means the Elon Musk of the world, he's on his way well off to become a trillionaire. Mhm. And this is all of the backs of waste, fraud, and abuse. And he's been asked on several occasions to come to the Congress, to the hearings, and show that, present that evidence. There is none. There is none. This is the thing. Fascism wants you to see what they want you to see, but they don't want you to see the actual truth. So you're being robbed. We're being robbed. We're being played. We didn't vote for this. 80% Black men, 92%, I'm a part of that 92% Black women, did not vote for fascism. We wanted everybody to have open and equal opportunity. And that's the selflessness in Black people. We care, we give much of ourselves. We want the best for everybody. Yes, Nigeria does have the worst poverty in history. And it's other countries as well, too, that have been annexed off, and these people are suffering. Gaza is another. I know that was an issue for people. Yep. Oh, you like barbecue too, Deshaun? Yep. So when I say eat the rich, y'all know what to do. You got to make their pockets starve. And it starts with I've been calling for a general strike. Deshaun will tell you, and the others will tell you that I've been one of the ones out here calling for a general strike as well. So I think it's time. I think it's time, and the power starts within us. So gather friends, gather family, talk to them, educate them on what they can do to recycle the black dollar as well too. And I know if you only, in one city and this Walmart is the only choice, I can understand that. But if you are in a plethora of other businesses and stores that are black owned in your area, start supporting them. That would be my suggestion. It starts with us. Financial literacy. I had someone on here on the show a few weeks back, Hawkins, and he has uh, a clothing brand called Thousandaires. Black
Hmm.
man, brilliant black man. And what he does is he puts information on financial literacy inside his clothing, which I think is genius. I've never heard of it before. So it's important that we take advantage of these resources and tools that they're out here for you. Trust me, they've banned books because they said if you don't want people to know something, you hide it in a book. You hide it in a book. You put it in a book. So educate yourself. Understand, how do I know these things? Because before I come on, I do a prayer, of course, I with God. And not only that, but I also make sure that I am doing my research, that I read up thoroughly on everything before I get it and I present it to the public. And I have to fact check. Another thing, they don't like being fact checked. They don't like being corrected, which is why he spiraled out of control because Bad Bunny performed at the Super Bowl. I love every minute of it. But I'll roast him more when my colleague Now's the Times here, but I'm not gonna get too political. But this is real. We have to discuss what's going on and how it's
Hmm.
impacting our pockets. Because people's children will suffer. I have a 2-year old nephew, and I want to make sure that my brother was younger than me. I'm 32, so he's a little bit younger than me. Uh, and him have a great education, that they have everything that they needed. They wouldn't have to want for nothing. And that's for each and every one of us as black people in this country. We always look out for each other. Pars Sudan, welcome. Welcome. If you're just coming in, new subscriber, welcome. Welcome to the dollhouse. We are talking about the power of the spending dollar, the power of the black spending dollar, and what you can do to uh, save it, which that little bit. I am in the Carolinas. Welcome if you're just coming in. Yes, and everybody, if you where am I from? The Carolinas. Yes. And down here is very little to none as resources is pertained. So we have to make do with what we got. And I would encourage, oh, you're from India. Welcome. Okay, we had Canada last week come through, and now we got India. Welcome. Make sure you sub, Pars. Yes, 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 yes. So and then another thing, they're cutting back on the benefits. There's now restrictions on SNAP benefits. Mhm.
Hmm.
And I'm going to read to y'all the new restrictions. This is from Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett. So people have to eat. And people have medications that they have to take, and you're taking away all of these things from them. So here I'm going to give you guys some of the requirements that you have to have in order to receive SNAP benefits. Now, let me pull it up because she just posted it. Okay. SNAP changes in 2026, expanded age requirements. Adults ages 18 to 64 must now meet SNAP work requirements. Recipients must complete 80 hours per month of work, job training, or approved activities unless exempt. Oh, baby. Pause. I'm gonna get to your question in a minute, my love. That is a good question, darling. I'm gonna answer that for you, babe. New requirements for parents. Parents with children ages 14 and older are now required to meet SNAP work requirements, y'all. Key exemptions eliminated. People who were once exempt, including veterans, people without housing, and young adults leaving foster care, may now be required to work for SNAP. Proof of work required. Recipients subjected to work requirements must provide proof of employment of participation by the beginning of next month, March 1st, 2026. Refugee eligibility changed. Individuals who have been granted asylum and or who are refugees, including individuals under 18 years of age, are not eligible for SNAP.
Wow.
And to Paris Sudan's question, that I'm glad you asked me that. Why is this happening to all of us and to all of y'all in India and other countries? On my behalf, and I know Sean sent all of us as well too. We are apologizing sincerely for everything that is going on. It is not our faults because we didn't vote for this. And I can tell you why. It's because cruelty is the point. And Diva just said it brilliantly in the comments. He is beyond evil. I have never seen. Shout outs to the late, and you already know who I'm going to say, Sean, since she's a poet. The late Nikki Giovanni.
Mm.
She
Yes.
called him a she called him a mixture of if Satan and Adolf Hitler had a baby. Those were her exact words. And y'all can go and check it out. Nikki Giovanni said these things about the orange occupant of 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. Uh, I, I might have lost for words. Like, how are people going to eat? You know, you can't just go in the store and just cash out and buy as much as food as you want to. That is a good way to get people angry to have them riot and go in the store. But see, don't Sonia Sohn, actress Sonia Sohn, you guys know her from The Wire. Uh, she said, "Don't fall for the okey doke." Because see, everything he does is a strategy to get us as black people angry and out there to the streets. The Obama and Michelle post. Y'all see it? You get us angry enough to go to the streets, we know what will happen. As you know, people have families and children they have to feed. Let's be honest, 42 million Americans receive SNAP benefits, and you're willing to take food out of people's children's mouth. Shame. No shame. No matter the country, mate, it's all about the humanity. What's wrong for one, that's wrong for any other country. He does want to destroy. Absolutely, Pars. Absolutely. India and other countries, Pars here from India, and we that came here in my comments. So people all over the world are watching Style by Stevie. And that they're seconding everything that I'm saying because it's right. You know that it's wrong to take food. We have elderly family members. How many of us do in here? My grandmother is 81 years old. Meals on Wheels, all connected to SNAP, all of these supplemental programs that help people, and you want to take food out of their mouths. Well, this is where we as black people, we step up and we kick in. We look out. Shout outs to my colleague Bubs the God. He says something that is brilliant. And Pars made a good point as well, too, which is what's wrong for one country is wrong with humanity, is when people don't want to see the goodness in other people. And that means that we need to have to our loved ones, our grandparents, our moms, our dads, checking on them, making sure that they have everything that they need. And this is where programs like Feed the Block ATL or whatever city that you're in, and I have that information. If you need it, DM me on Instagram. Stop by Stevie underscore daytime. Blacks are always depressed, yet people look damn beautiful in black like you. Oh, Pars, stop it. I appreciate that. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. That I'm beautiful. Thank you. Um, but yes, I want people to understand here that this is not an issue where oh it's the because he kept pointing it out. He kept saying oh it's the immigrants, it's the immigrants. It's not the immigrants. These are people that are doing the jobs that you won't do. But see if y'all see what he's doing. It's the same strategy that Hitler used, which is if I blame one group of people and I say it enough, because Kamala said he does that. Remember what he said at the debate about the Haitian Americans? I'm not even going to repeat it. If he hears it, he's going to repeat it. So he kept drilling down, saying it's the immigrants, it's the other people. It's no, it's none of us. What you have is a bunch of oligarchs, a bunch of rich white men in power who are flexing on us with our money. They're robbing us blind. And today's show, man, you also look like a model. Oh, thank you, Pars. Thank you. I'm no Tyra Banks, honey. I appreciate it though. I appreciate it. He believes in the vision, and that's what did our last interview. A nation that is divided will not stand. So that's exactly what he does, Diva. And that is divide and conquer. So I just wanted people to let this be a wake up call today. Today's show is solely focused on what we can do as a nation, as a black nation, as a nation of everyone. And I'm going to say this about Bad Bunny's performance. Bad Bunny's performance, I'm seeing a lot of camaraderie. Do y'all see the shift happening? And I'm pretty sure you've seen it, Shanson. Do y'all see
Yeah.
the shift that is happening? Yeah. Our cousins who are Puerto Rican, who are Latino, who are Mexican, are now starting to get with us. They understand. Some of them voted for this, but they understand that it's not helping them in the end result. So I can say that Bad Bunny's Super Bowl performance has brought us together as a nation. It was based on unity. You saw how he, in the performance, he was calling out all of the different countries. He listed a couple of them. So we have no choice. As Pars said, and as Diva Alexa said in the comments earlier, it is time for us to unite. I wouldn't suggest reaching across the aisle to anybody who supports him. That's dangerous. They're not going to go for it. Within your own community, get to know your neighbors. So please don't be mad, but I can't resist myself without saying that you have a name or you call me. It's on the channel here, love. It's on the channel here. But yes, I do see an atmospheric shift that is happening, and I would encourage everybody to work with your neighbor. Ask them, what can I do for you? Remember back in the days where we could go and knock on somebody's door? Do you need a, can I borrow something? Can I borrow a cup of sugar? Can I borrow this? Da, 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 da. We're going to have to do that. And that means getting out of your comfort zone. And I know for a lot of us, that can be scary. Excuse me. That can be scary for a lot of us. But we have to make sure that we're taking the initiative to do these things. And that starts with sitting down and having the hard hitting conversations. Now, if your family member is a voter of the Orange Man, I wouldn't suggest you. It's going to be kind of hard to have a conversation with them. But if there's someone who wants to know, like I have to have these conversations with my mom all the time. Like she'll want to know, why is this going up? Why is the cost of insulin and all of this going up? Because of everything that he's doing. And we know the U.S. supplies, but we get the supply to it, but other countries supply it to us. So that's how ports and imports. Do y'all see how ports and exports work? Imports and exports work.
Mm-hmm.
That's how tariffs work. We're doing it. So I want you guys to understand that. But don't fall for the okey doke. I just wanted to say that and make sure that you are being vigilant, and not only being vigilant, but make sure that you are also being aware to what's going on. Make sure that you are staying alert to what's going on as well too. So, Shanson, your thoughts?
You've pretty much covered a lot in regards to that. I know, of course, everyone sees what's going on in this country. And yeah, I would say I think people are finally starting to wake up right now. It's been time, but I guess it's now or never, basically, for a lot of people, because I think a lot of folks didn't think they would be affected by it the way that they are. So, historically, black people have always had to face the brunt of the violence, um, the brunt of the ostracizing and being marginalized. But now everyone's starting to see it's not about color anymore. It's about rich versus poor. It's always been about that. We were just kind of the ones on the front lines to take the brunt of the force. And now they're realizing, hey, he doesn't care about anybody but the rich, or really whoever is loyal to him. With that, it's still a caste system with that. It's the rich people get first priority. And he includes the people that supports his regime and everything, but they're not getting the same privilege as just rich people. And so a lot of people don't realize that. It's like, hey, if you're poor in this country, we're in the same boat. And we're seeing it on TV now. We're seeing it since we're not on the front lines of these protests and everything. They're killing white people. And that's very alarming for people. It's like, hey, y'all need to see that this man is not for y'all. This is something that that a lot of black people is trying to warn everyone about. So now it is collectively everyone's fight, but we also have to see, like, we can't afford to ever make this mistake again in history, because we are going back further and further every day. So, that's my thoughts, but I really feel like we still can turn the tide, but there has to be a big collective effort.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I would encourage everyone, get involved in your community. Do what you can. Like I said, Feed the Block ATL is a outstanding program that you can get involved in your city locally. So there are things that you can do that will be beneficial to helping other people as well too, that are I feel as though when there's some sort of community and camaraderie involved, that people won't have to worry, they won't have to fear. So I want
Excuse
you
me.
all to believe that. Definitely. Definitely. All right, Fashion Dolls, it is now in that closing hour. And I told Shanson that I was going to get into some Black History Month trivia. So, y'all ready? All right, Fashion Dolls, let's get into it. Let's get into it. Some Black History Month trivia. February is Black History Month, and I'll be doing it with Terrence T. Mallory as well, too. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that also. All right, we're going to get into some Black History Month trivia, and it's going to be on a variety of things, from music, our culture, our history, our lineage, for those of you who don't know. Okay, so let's get right into it. Let's get right into it. All right. Which amendment officially abolished slavery in the United States of America?
The 13th. Didn't it?
Yes. Yes.
Technically, it ended slavery, but I always say it repurposed it.
They're turning back. Y'all got it. Yep. Come on, little Penny. Little Penny J. Amendment of 1865.
Yes.
So we're seeing how he's going about with doing away with certain parts of the Constitution, but slavery has it in it. Let's be clear. You're seeing what they're doing in mass. Okay. In what year was Black History Month first recognized nationally in the U.S.?
I want to say.
Am I gonna have to take Shaunson's black card?
No, it's in the 70s, if I'm not mistaken, right?
It's in the 70s.
I forgot the year, the exact year, but I know it was in the 70s. I'll take
1976.
Okay.
1976. Yes. I'll give you a point for that one. Okay. Which U.S. president issued the Emancipation Proclamation?
The Emancipate. That was Lincoln,
Emancipate.
wasn't
That was Lincoln.
it? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Who was the first African American woman elected to Congress?
I can see
I
she
can
wears
see
glasses, right?
her
I can
glasses.
see her in my
I
head.
can see her in my head.
Ah, I forgot her
Ah,
name. But I know I can see her in my
but
head
I know
right
I can
now.
see
I
her.
I, I forgot her name. I'm
I,
sorry
I,
about
I forgot it. Sorry.
It is Shirley Chisholm, and Regina King played her. Y'all make
that.
sure y'all go
Yes.
and check that out as well too.
Yes.
Sheila Jackson Lee is Shirley Chisholm. Mhm. But Sheila Jackson Lee, may she rest in grace, little Penny, absolutely. Thank you for bringing her up as well too. She is also pivotal, and she's also one of the few African American women, along with Jasmine Crockett, along with Ayanna Presley, and Ilhan Umar. So many of the black women that I just named who are have broken barriers. So may she rest in grace. Her work will not go in vain. So
Hmm.
definitely. Okay. Which African American author wrote Beloved and won a Pulitzer Prize? You should know this one. She's a literary like yourself.
I do not know that one
I
actually.
do not know that.
Give me your black card. It's Toni Morrison. She
Okay.
wrote Beloved.
Okay.
And we see a clip of her talking about, she did a whole clip and it was talking about blackness. The guy,
Mhm.
she said, how do you think I feel? So you guys have to go and
Mm.
check that clip out there. It went viral. So may she rest in grace as well
Yes.
too. I love her and Maya Angelou. Who was the first African American woman to win an Academy Award?
That was
That was.
I always forget her name, but
I
I
always
know
forget
she
her name,
didn't she
but I
play
know
like a maid, right?
she play like a maid, right?
Yes. I forget her
Yes.
name, but I
I forget her
remember I
name, but
know
I
who she
remember
is.
I know
I
who she
know
is.
the role
I
she
know
played.
the
I
role
just
she played.
forgot
I
her name.
just forgot
I'm
her
bad
name.
with names, but
I'm bad with names.
It is Hattie McDaniel. Hattie
yes.
McDaniel
Okay.
was the first African
Yes.
American
Okay.
woman to receive an Academy Award.
That was
And
Gone
it
with
was
the
for
Wind,
Gone with
right?
the Wind,
That was
right,
Gone with the
Diva?
Wind.
And here's a
Yes.
little bit more of the backstory. She could not accept her award where the other actors were because, of course, everything was segregated at that time. She had to go through the back door. She was told she had to go through the back door and receive her award. So, sound familiar? Yeah,
Mhm.
like how we're currently living right now. Our contributions are being scrubbed. We're being told, no, you're a DEI hire, you're this, you're that, and our contributions are being removed. But as Jamie Foxx said, it's important that we know our history, our lineage, and not only that, but they can try to erase our history, but we will always go back and create more. So stay tuned for that. Okay, we just had the Super Bowl. We just talked about it. Who created the iconic "Lift Every Voice and Sing," often called the Black National Anthem?
Again, that
Again. That
I know I knew it once
I
upon a
I know
time,
I
but you're gonna have to help me with this one.
you know
Off in the comments if y'all know it. It is James Weldon
Okay.
Johnson. James Weldon
okay.
Johnson. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so we're going to go to another category here. Okay, who was the first African American U.S. Supreme Court Justice?
That was Thurgood
That was
Marshall.
Thurgood Marshall.
Correct. Yes. Who co-founded the NAACP in 1909?
Ooh, I don't know that one.
I'll give you a hint. What do we go on? What do we search up information on? The worldwide.
Web. Oh, W.E.B. Du Bois?
Oh,
Was it him?
That's it.
Okay.
Correct.
I
Yes.
actually didn't know that. It's interesting though. Mhm.